A very good day to Doctor. My name is Tanju, and number 27462. Now I'll start explaining about Chapter 1 Introduction. According to previous report, we found that the determinants of online shopping intention could be explained by the positive significant relationship with trust, convenience, and productability. And there are also insignificant determinants with promotion and price. In this report, we're focusing on the determinants of online shopping intention among SCIB students in UUM to prove the result of previous study. Besides that, it also helps the government and online retailers to know more about online purchase intention and help them in their decision making. Next is the background study. Online shopping is a process by which consumers purchase products or service through the internet. Currently, the online shopping is popular shopping method for the consumers among all of the age. There are numbers of Malaysian consumers shopping online continues to increase year by year. Besides that, online shopping brings a lot of advantage to the consumers. Next is the problem statement section. Many customers now are relying on online purchasing to meet their consumption needs in a safe and secure manner. Malaysians are now becoming more aware of online purchasing due to the most of individuals could not go anywhere. Pandemics have impacted the way of consumers in developed countries utilize e-commerce and digital solutions. While during the pandemic period, the consumers has changed their purchasing habits. There are numbers of factors that influence consumers' online shopping intention. In this study, we will identify the factor of influencing consumers' desire to purchase online, and the effects of these factors on consumer purchase intentions were also then demonstrated. Right, that's all from my part. Thank you.
Good day everyone, I'm Chi Hui Min. I will continue the presentation and briefly introduce the next session. There are three research questions, which is what are the demographic characteristics of SEIB students in UM on online shopping intention? Does gender difference affect the online shopping intention of SEIB students in UM? And lastly, does price, quality of product, and consumer buying behavior affect the online shopping intention of SEIB students in UM during the COVID-19 pandemic? There are three specific objectives, which is to determine the relationship between price and online shopping intention. Secondly, to determine the relationship between quality of product and online shopping intention. And lastly, to determine the relationship between the consumer buying behavior and online shopping intention among SCIB students in UUM during the COVID-19 pandemic. There are a few differences in the online shopping intentions among the SCIB students in UUM. Due to the research objectives, we will determine the relationship between each of determinants and online shopping intention. Next topic is scope of study. This research involves the other graduate students who were studying in the School of Economics, Finance and Banking in the Universities Utara Malaysia.
Hi, my name is Sijia Wei and my entry number is 26955. So for the empirical study for online shopping intention, past purchase experience and editor has given a significant impact on consumer purchase intention. Perceived usefulness has a direct impact on online grocery shopping intention of customer. For price, there is a positive relationship between price offer with customer online purchase intention. So for quality of product, good or bad, product quality can influence customer to buy products online. For consumer buying behavior, customer like buy products online will have discount, lower price and social media advertisement or during season and festival. So next is research hypothesis. The first is there is a significant relationship between price and online shopping intention. The second is there is a significant relationship between quality of product and online shopping intention. The third is there is a significant relationship between customer buying behavior and online shopping intention.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum and very good morning. I am Muhammad Iskandar Zulkarnain Uthman and my metric number is 273427. I will continue with the chapter 3 and I would like to do some introduction. The research methodology is a very important aspect of this study and needs to be given attention. Therefore, the research methodology is a crucial part that needs to be clarified and explained truly for the purpose of studying the hypothesis made and the issues related. Okay, in 3.2, this framework consists of three independent variables. and one dependent variable. The independent variable is price, quality of product, and consuming buying behavior, while the dependent variable is the online shopping intention among SAFB students in UUM. In 3.3, this study is a study in the form of quantitative method that measures numerically comparisons and conclusion reached based on statistic result. This design is done to provide an outline of a survey to fulfill the research. For 3.4, the questionnaire of this study consists of 23 questions and divided into 4 sections, which is section A, B, C, and D. In section A, the demographic profile information, while in section B, C, and D are the factors influencing the intention to purchase. The measurement for this question were expressed as statement score on the level of agreement 5 points Likert SWOT scale, going from 1, which is strongly disagree, to 5, strongly agree. For the instrument, the researchers started the instrument by asking 6 demographic factors related to each respondent, which is gender, age, race, cost taken, how often respondents shop online in a week, and products often purchased from online shopping sites. Then ask different questions related to independent variable, which is price, quality of products, and consumer buying behavior. The pilot study can happen if the researcher is unable to conduct a pilot test on a genuine sample owing to unforeseen circumstances. In 3.7, for this study, data were achieved from questionnaire. The questionnaire distribution was done only in one way, which is the researcher get the help of friends who are coming from SAFB students at UUM. Last but not least, for data analysis technique that has been used in this study, which is descriptive analysis, independent sample t-test, one-way ANOVA, and Pearson correlation analysis. That's all from me. Thank you.
Now I'll start explaining chapter 4, which is data analysis and findings. In this chapter, we'll resolve data analysis and the study findings. We'll be present and analyze using the IBM Statistical Package for the Social Science version 22.0 software, which is SPSS. This chapter includes descriptive analysis, independent sample t-test, one-way ANOVA, and Pearson correlation. Besides that, it also having a summary of hypothesis testing, which indicates the hypothesis was being accepted or being rejected. And it will having a brief summary at the end of the chapter. Next is the responding section. There are a total of 360 questionnaires has been distributed to the undergraduate student in SCFP at UUM. But unfortunately, there are only 359 questionnaires has been returned, and the numbers of returned and usable questionnaire is 359, which is having a respondent response rate of 99.72%. Alright, that's all for my part. Now I pass to next member for continuing the chapter 4. Thank you.
Good afternoon, Doctor. My name is Song Wei-Sun, matrix number 269699. Now I will present the part of descriptive analysis. The findings show that in terms of gender, the percentage of females 64.1% higher than male, 35.9% to shop online. For respondent age, the highest respondent age is 20 years old, which is 30.9%, while the lowest age is 30 years old, which is 0.3%. As for races, the majority respondent is Chinese, which is 43.5%, while the minority respondent is other races, which is 5% only. In relation to the course, majority of respondents come from Bachelor of Science in Economics, which is 32%, while the minority of respondents come from Bachelor of Science in Agribusiness Management, which is 9.5%. The most frequency of respondents do the online shopping in a week is once time, which is 35.7%, while the only 0.3% of respondents make an online purchase more 9 and 10 times. In relation to the product option of respondent to purchase online, the most option of respondent purchase is clothes online, which is 55.2%, while the lowest option of respondent purchase is furniture, which is 29%. Hence, the researcher found that demographic characteristic of SEFP UUM student on online shopping intention is most of respondents are Chinese male respondent at age 22 years old from the course of Bachelor of Science in Economics, and most of online shopper will do online shopping once time a week and mostly purchase clothes. Now I will continue the part of property independent sample t-test. There are 3 hypotheses was performed by independent sample t-test. The hypothesis 1A is there is a significant difference between gender and price of product. The hypothesis 1B is there is a significant difference between gender and quality of product. The hypothesis 1C is there is a significant difference between gender and consumer buying behavior. From the table of independent sample t-test between gender and price, the assumption on equivalence is assumed as indicated in Leuven test. P equals 0.413, which is more than the 0.05. Hence, hypothesis 1A is accepted. From the table of independent sample t-test between gender and quality of product, the assumption of equivalence is assumed as indicated in Leuven test. P equals 0.254, which is more than the 0.05. Hence, hypothesis 1B is also accepted. From the table of independent sample t-tests between gender and consumer buying behavior, the assumption of equivalence is assumed indicated in relevant test p equal 0.769 is more than 0.05. Hence, hypothesis 16 is also accepted. Hence, in this finding, the researcher found that the gender difference affect the online shopping intention of SEFP UUN students.
To fulfill the research objectives, a one-way ANOVA test was performed to test the hypothesis. One-way ANOVA analysis were conducted to determine whether there is a significant difference of price, quality of product, and consumer buying behavior among races and courses. Based on the table, there is a one-way ANOVA test between races and price, and a post-hoc test of price between Malay and Chinese. The result of p-value is 0, which is less than 0.05. Hence, we do not reject the null hypothesis. There is a significant difference between races and price of product. A one-way ANOVA test and post-hoc test of quality of product between Malay and Chinese is shown in table below. Based on the table, the p-value between races and quality of product is 0.001, which is less than 0.05. Hence, hypothesis is supported. There is a significant difference between races and quality of product. The table below shows that the p-value is 0.002. It is less than the given significance level 0.05. Thus, hypothesis must be supported. It proves that there is a significant difference between races and consumer buying behavior. Based on table, the result of p-value is less than 0.05. Hence, we do not reject the null hypothesis. There is a significant difference between courses and price of product. The p-value between courses and quality of product is 0, while we use the ANOVA test. Therefore, hypothesis can be accepted. There is a significant difference between courses and quality of product. Based on the table, there is a one-way ANOVA test between courses and consumer buying behavior and a post-hoc test of consumer buying behavior between Bachelor of Science in Economics and Bachelor of Science in Agribusiness Management. The result of p-value is less than the given significance level, and consequently, hypothesis is accepted. There is a significant difference between courses and consumer buying behavior.
Pearson correlation analysis. First is correlation between price and online shopping intention. The results show no significant and negative relationship between price of product and online shopping intention, while p-value equals to 0.29 and correlation value equals to negative 0.056. The second is correlation between quality of product and online shopping intention. The results show no significant and negative relationship between quality of product and online shopping intention, while p-value equals to 0.749 and correlation value equals to negative 0.017. The third is correlation between consumer buying behavior and online shopping intention. The results show no significant and negative relationship between consumer buying behavior and online shopping intention, while p-value equals to 0.111 and correlation value equals to negative 0.084. So we can summarize that there are 9 hypotheses or support which are gender, race, and cost significant difference in price of product, quality of product, and consumer buying behavior. But there are 3 hypotheses were rejected, where are price of product, quality of product, and consumer buying behavior significant difference in online shopping intention. In summary, the analysis of survey response is discussed along with the discussion of descriptive statistic on respondents. In turn, the descriptive analysis, independent sample t-test, one-way ANOVA test, and Pearson correlation analysis are discussed in detail.
Now I will present the part of 5.1. In this chapter, it will be discussing the conclusion of the findings and recommendation for the future scientists. Next, I will continue the part of discussion of findings. In this finding, the researcher found that all independent variables, which are price, quality of product, and consumer buying behavior, all have a favorable impact on online shopping intention. Next is continue the part of policy implication. This study has important implications for government and online retailers. The research recommend government of Malaysia should implement the policy which provides online shopping incentive for the online buyers. It will encourage more online buyers to spend online, thereby boosting Malaysia's economic growth. Besides, the research recommend online retailers to ensure that the product they are sell priced to certified online buyers, sell the good quality of product that meet the requirements of online buyers, and follow the consumer buying behavior to provide the best promotion rate. It will help the online retailer to generate positive online retail sales. Next is the problem and limitation. In this study, due to restricted to certain location, the researcher was unable to meet the entire predicted number of SCFP students in UM. Last but not least, is the part of recommendation for future study. The future researcher can focus on the different types of risks that can occur during online shopping, such as financial risk and product specification risk. That's all from our group presentation today. Thank you.